Chapter 18. The Parting. I had been living in Birtwick Park for 3 wonderful years, but nothing in life is permanent, I suppose. The news of our mistress' illness often fell upon our ears, and our master looked serious and worried. The doctor had to be called for frequently, and one day he advised that our mistress be shifted to a warmer place. Everyone was shocked and unhappy, but our master started making preparations for the leaving England. Everyone seemed sad and serious, and even Joe hardly whistled. Miss Jessie and Miss Flora were the first to leave with their governess. They hugged Merrylegs, who had been their old friend. We learned that Ginger and I had been sold to our master's trusted friend, and Merrylegs had been sold to the vicar. I thought Merrylegs was fortunate because Joe had been employed as his caretaker. John had decided we would get to a job with a code breaker or horse trainer. Our master also felt that would be the right job for him, as he was one of the few people who seemed to understand horses, and somehow even horses seemed to understand him. It was John's desire to help horses during the prime event in their lives breaking in. My master said to John, "I shall recommend you to my agent in London." Then he said goodbye to John and thanked him for his faithful service. The two men left the stable with a heavy heart. The day of the departure of my master and mistress had arrived, and Ginger and I got the carriage to the hall door for the very last time. When the luggage was packed into the carriage, my master descended the stairs. He was carrying my mistress in his arm. He placed her into the carriage in the utmost care. He then bid goodbye to all the servants who were weeping, and we started for the railway station. As we drove through the village, we saw people standing at their doorstep. Each one blessed my master and mistress. I realized that my master and mistress were loved and respected by all. On reaching the railway station, my mistress got down for the carriage. This was when I heard her sweet voice for the last time. "Goodbye, John. God bless you," she said. Although John could not respond in words, I could feel the rein twitch. Perhaps he was too moved to speak. Joe unloaded the carriage and stood beside us. The poor boy hid behind our heads to hide his tears. John stood on the platform as the train came to the station, and soon left, taking our dear master and mistress with it. When John returned to the carriage, we drove home, but it was no more our home.